Watch. Yo, was that a twerk? I was like, maybe if OnlyFans comes out in about 10 years, I'm gonna have a couple of videos back and it's just me just doing this. Just. Yo man, F my lower back. I don't need a lower back at all.
Tore my ACL. I went on for 3 months, carrying on like it was just like injured. So I just, trying to do my best to, recover myself and do rehab and whatnot.
Not only at that time did I have a back issue that was basically creeping up, I knew about the ACL that I tore in 2009. Not been repaired. I've been able to play with an ACL deficient knee. I didn't need surgery. My hamstring is super strong. They keep my knee in place. They do what my ACL doesn't do because it's not there anymore. But I knew that. What I didn't know was my back was slowly deteriorating. So I'm talking about how I'm able to still squat, but then let me show you the exercise that effed my effing back. We're gonna watch a warm up. So this is how I basically put on a belt. I put it on super duper tight. Boom, belts on. 3 plates. Ooh, a little butt wink. Boom, bam, bang. Range of motion. Whatever. Right? Wide ass stance. I want you to see the legs. See, look at that. Wide legs are way too wide to be doing this. And this is my warm up. This is my warm up, y'all. Just letting you know. That's 3:15. We're just warming up still. All right, I'm walking over super slow and let's get out of here. All right, 4 plates. Boom. Here we go. Just up. Boom. Look at my core. You think my core is really engaged? Nope. Y'all seeing the glutes though through there, aren't you though? I know you're seeing the glutes through there. Yeah, it's glutes. Just letting you know. This is during prep. Okay, so we have 500, we have 495 on there. 5 plates, right? Working set. You want to talk about jump volume? I did 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plates, 4 plates. And then I do 2 sets of 5 plates. Do you think any of that is necessary for me to grow some legs? Do you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates. That's 6 sets. 6 sets of at least 10 reps of some heavy ass weight on my back. This is why I'm so adamant about form, y'all. I'm just like, y'all think I'm just like, I practice what I preach. Here I didn't. I practice effort. Like my work ethic has not changed. Here we go. Bam. All right. I'm gonna show you exactly what I used to do when I squat, but here we go. Watch this. Boom. Boom. But what the, yo! I was like, with the weight on. I'm just sitting there like, That's what it looked like I was doing. That first rep, I heard my back watching it. You guys probably jumped up in your shit like, Johnny, oh my God, Jesus, guy, you good? Johnny, you good? I know you guys care for me. I felt it. I felt you guys feel it for me because I felt it. Can you zone in at my everything right now? At my posture? I'm gonna tear my ass up. Let me know if this looks pretty healthy at this point here. Just my neck. You think my C-spine is in a good position here? I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Delete. I don't want to see that shit again. All right, let's go. Watch, first rep. Here we go, second one. Boom. Just, boom. Look at this, roundness. That is my stomach. I have 495 on my back and I'm repping this thing out like it's somebody's warm-up set. Well, maybe not warm-up set, but let's just keep going here. Boom. Watch the stomach. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Just stomach out. Oh, stomach out. I'm still repping this weight. Like, good. The effort is there. That's what I want for effort. Like, I don't care what's on your shit. Like, effort needs to be 100% every single time. You could be tired all day. You have a bad, shitty day, bad, shitty week. You might be sick, you might be under the weather, whatever it is. You're still giving 100% what you can give at that point. And that's always been my thing. Always. But here we go again. Here's a better view. Here we go. I don't even know why I decided to use this freaking filter. I thought it was cool. I was still trying to figure myself out on YouTube. Okay, here we go. So I want you guys to see what I do here, right? Watch. Ooh! Yo, was that a twerk? Trying to make some money on the side, man. I was like, maybe if OnlyFans comes out in about 10 years, I'm gonna have a couple of videos back and it's just me just doing this. That's what it looked like. I was like, let's go down. Yo, man, F my lower back. Who needs a lower back? I don't need a lower back at all. Who cares? Like, come on. Hey, what's up? Everything I'm talking about now, I go into detail with my online coaching and my free training series. So if you want to know more about that, hit the description below. Back to the show. Well, remember, this is my 6th set. Look at that dunk, bro. Look at that butt. Oh, man, every time I watch it hurts. Why'd you do that to me, old John? Oh, my God. I mean, the glutes are developed, though. I should literally start an OnlyFans just with my glutes. Okay, yeah, I'm sitting there. Oh, yeah, my back hurts. Look at me sitting there like, oh, man, my back hurts. Now what's going on here? What's going on here? More? Oh, I'm about to say, Jesus Christ. We'll get back to that some other time, guys. So we're going to go over that squat. Okay, so ever since I had my back issue 2015, I consciously went and got squatting shoes to help the process because I literally had to break down my entire squat from top to bottom. Now, when you're looking at it, this is like a pure prime example of somebody that's using steroids, that has good genetics and can squat or do the movements 80% good. Like in actuality, you know, all jokes aside, me tearing the shit out of myself, like literally, like I'm not pulling any punches. But the form was pretty good. But again, when you're using steroids, your form can be pretty good because it's gonna bridge a lot of gaps. It's gonna like correct some of the mistakes you're making. Like if you're not going full range in a certain movements, you're still gonna grow good glutes. You know what I mean? Quads, legs, whatever it is, right? So those guys you're watching on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, that have great genetics and taking steroids, not saying all of them are, I don't know what they are, but the ones that are obviously are. I'm gonna say anyone who's an IFBB, okay? We're just gonna say that for sure. They can get away with a lot of stuff that you can't, right? And that's basically, I was a bodybuilder. I'm still a bodybuilder, but in my head, I'm doing the bodybuilder thing, right? I thought that was acquired because when I take it on a sport, I literally get into it fully. So when I first started squatting, my thing was I never really engaged my core ever, right? I had crazy core. My core was super duper strong. It wasn't like I didn't have a strong core. I just would never engage it doing any kind of movement. I got a video of me doing like chin-ups. Actually, I'm gonna show it to y'all. I got a movie of me doing chin-ups with my legs sticking in the air. I can't do that anymore. I mean, I probably can. I definitely can. Okay, so this is my old strength conditioning coach. We used to do like crazy core stuff. This is me only a year before body. This is my last season of football. So that's me doing chin-ups with my legs in the V-sit this entire time. So we trained specifically to have stronger core, stronger hips, mobile hips, everything. So it wasn't like my core wasn't in good condition or wasn't strong enough, I just wasn't engaging it. So I knew that I had this like ultra crazy lordotic curve. Like I got a dunk butt, like I got a duck butt. If I just stay like this, if I sit naturally, my old natural, if I just kind of let my butt go out, watch, if I just go, right? My butt naturally does this. I'll stand straight and make it natural. There you go. My butt naturally does this, okay? When I would squat, my stance would be wide, and then I would go like this. I do that. I would put all the pressure on my lower back, and then I go, and then squat, right? I'd be like this, and then I'd squat, right? Because I knew my butt was back in like, as long as my butt didn't roll and go flat, as long as the butt didn't do this, I was fine. It was never gonna do that. It was gonna do a little wink, but my butt was always gonna stick out because I have lower lordosis, right? So any of you guys who have like donkey butts, right? Just a natural crazy lordotic curve, it is imperative that you engage your core, that you keep this at a level of pushing out, because naturally, if you watch me go like this, watch me breathe out, it naturally makes my stomach, my butt curve underneath a little bit. It straightens it out. And when you need to engage your core, you're making your back. So if you're looking at my back here, okay, so you see my back. So that is me engaging my core from the back. Like, how you can do that? A lot of practice. But from the front, I look like this. Right? So, and that's just like a lot, like literally I went crazy after my back all up. I went ham on understanding how to have way better mind and muscle connection. I wasn't doing that to start. So when we're squatting, in hindsight, a couple things we're gonna say right now. Number one, I already made the point. If you're too wide, right? If we're too wide, external rotation is gonna be that much harder, but even if you can externally rotate, you're so vulnerable here that anyone wide is going to have some level of this coming up because you're too wide. The closer your legs are, naturally, I'm not saying squat like this. I'm saying little inside your hips, it's easier to keep yourself in position where you can keep your knees aligned with your toes, not have this knee valgus thing going on, right? And I had extremely strong hips too. So being here, no. this happens. And then I have this thing with my knees, with my ankles, because I'm flat-footed, it would naturally curve in. I picked myself up a pair of these. I remember when I was watching with Chris Jones, he's doing a review on them. I'm like, I need to get those things for my back, because I need to fix my squat. So those people who have issues with like lower back mobility, these will help as well too. Now we're going through the actual squat. Again, if you have the mobility, keep yourself in a position where we can still be like somewhat inside, right? Because the closer our arms are, as close as you are here, you can have a lot more strength when it comes to a little external rotation and depression to keep that back nice and tight. Because if you're like this, too wide like I was, right? Then we're gonna get our arms kind of sticking out the back and pointing this way. And this kind of thing where my back's kind of rolled this way. I wanna be in a position where I'm in and can get myself up. From here, now I'm super tight. So when I'm squatting, right, I'm going down and my back stays up and my core is engaged. So from here, again, from the ground, from the bottom up, naturally I'm good here, not as wide as I used to be. Toes 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, right? I'm externally rotating so my knees are over my toes, engaging my core, and then letting everything drop at the same time. From here, and then up, and down, and up, without doing. That's what I was doing. That fucking hurts. But from here again, we're here and then down, tight core, right? Down, tight core. So for those of you who have issues with like your back, lower back, I suggest obviously mobility is massive, number one. Two, use the tools you have. Use, squat shoes or wedges or whatever it is, right? Just find use those things, because as soon as I was using these and I was able to increase my mobility through strength and mobility, my back got better. So these shoes actually help with my dorsal flexion and with my back mobility, right? And a couple other things you can do too. So if we're talking about like hinging, I've already done this before. Get yourself like a weight, wrap this on the weight, get your butt inside of it, put this on your hips. So when you start, you can see that this right away will pull. It's pulling me back. It's on my hips. You can put a little higher, whatever, it's here. But I want this to pull, to give you the feeling that it's pulling me back this way, right? And then my knees, everything goes here, and then we're down, right? So from here and pulling. So we're always thinking about that hips going back and turning right over, and then pulling up from here and not hyperextending, but extending from here. When you're squatting, just think hips and knees are bending at the same time, and your core has to be engaged the entire time. So when you have that weight coming from the ground, pushing you into the floor, kind of doing this to you, you kind of keep that cell, you actually keep your core engaged, and it protects your spine. Think about your spine sitting, we used to call them power columns, erectors, right? We used to call them power columns. So like when those things are on, it's protecting those bones that are in little freaking sections that are meant to do this and move freely, but not meant to do that while they have a load on it. They want to stay in the same spot, protected by those two power columns, your erectors or whatever, your TVA, your core, all that needs to be engaged the entire time. And that'll save you from being in the position that I'm in right now, right? I'm still good, but eventually down the road, it's going to get worse no matter what, because it's arthritis. You live by the sword, you die by the sword in that terms of bad form. So remember this, whatever issue you have right now going on right this second, I want you to think, if you don't address it, what's it look like when you're in 20 years from now? So when I'm 60, what's it look like? 59. Wow, that's right. Black don't crack, what's up? Anyway, but seriously though, no, all jokes aside, what's it look like? It's just going to get worse and worse and worse if you don't address it now, right? Those injuries didn't happen. All those things you saw me do wrong have been happening for years. I just didn't have a camera to videotape my sets when I was playing football. But when I was playing football, the moves were that much more explosive. It was heavier weight. It was 5 reps. It was those kind of things. And doing the same shit, because that's a habit. So think about it. I didn't get injured until years after. And then reinforcing those years after, and all of a sudden one day, just like that, guess what? Your back's effed, right? So that's why I make these videos for you guys to understand that I went through things that I'm trying to get you guys not to go through. That's the whole goal of this channel, is to teach and learn. It's to teach so you learn, right? Bring a man a fish, he can eat for a day, teach him how to fish, he can feed himself for the rest of his life, something like that. That's what I want to do here. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that Johnny Shreve roast. If you did, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. We come with a Television Transparent, Vulnerable Truth. I'm actually gonna do more of these. I'm gonna do a lot of the old videos, but it's like my 10-year anniversary of my channel right now, which is pretty dope. So I'm gonna tear my ass up in back movements, chest, shoulders, the works. I'm talking like, and I wasn't a douchebag. Let's get it straight here. I was just like super passionate, and I was just really trying to find myself. But everything basically, I've been the same person from then that I am now. I just have that much more knowledge. Anyway, guys, hit the description below for those discount codes and promo codes that will save your life or change your life for the better. Add me on Instagram and TikTok. Send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you. Because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.